Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. The question posed by this video is Thai immigration overloaded in the sense of, is its infrastructure sort of, because of the new demands brought down by all the new arrivals, is it sort of overloaded? It's a good question. I thought of it when I was reading this recent article from the Pattaya Mail. PattayaMail.com article is titled, "What Will 2023 Hold for Pattaya Tourism?" Quoting directly, "The largest question for Pattaya in 2023 is its infrastructure. The local immigration bureau is already at its busiest levels since pre-COVID days, mostly because of initial address registration requirements." Okay, so yeah, we've definitely seen up here in Bangkok as well that Thai immigration is dealing with much higher volumes than they've dealt with really for about the last 2-3 years. And that's kind of to be expected when you consider we only recently just got reopened fully, and there's been a massive influx of foreign nationals coming into Thailand. So, I mean, it stands to reason that it's going to be busy. Now, that said, in the past, TM30 address reporting was not nearly as prevalent as it once was, and now we're dealing with that, especially for new arrivals, much more frequently. Meanwhile, the same old folks that are here all the time, expats, Thai business visa holders, education visa holders, retirement visa holders, marriage visa holders, all those folks still have to continue dealing with their visas. So, I mean, that caseload is still going to always kind of be churning over. And then meanwhile, all the influx of new folks, that's going to sort of add to the overall volume as well. So where does that leave us? Well, it leaves us in a situation where, Thai immigration is dealing with a much higher volume than it's usually used to dealing with. Is it overloaded? I'm hard-pressed to see how that would be the case, especially when you consider the fact that in 2022, apparently we saw 10 million total tourists come into Thailand, which was definitely good, and it was far better than 2021 or 2020. Well, it might not have been better in raw terms to 2020, but I'm pretty sure it was better in 2021 insofar as there weren't a lot of numbers coming into Thailand in 2021. Long story short, is it overloaded? I don't think so in any meaningful way. They've added a lot of staff. They added a lot of staff before COVID came online. There's digitization in the overall administration of the system. So I think overall, probably the word overloaded is not quite correct. Although that said, it is definitely busier than it has been any time in the recent past. So, to one degree or another, they're dealing with more volume, but has it caused, I can remember going back a few years ago when they were processing cases into the overnight. Because they had some internal rule changes that just resulted in a lot of extra case work being done in the non-immigrant visa unit. We're not seeing anything like that for non-immigrant visas at this time, but we'll certainly keep you updated on this channel as the situation evolves.